What's up, y'all? It's Cecil West, Beyond the Harmony, beyondtheharmony.com, back again with the one and only
Joan Lipe.
and our special guest host for the evening.
What's up, everybody? This is Matthew Weaver.
And this is the question of the week. Y'all know the name, y'all know the rules. Once a week, we hit you with a topic to discuss, something to debate, something for the Bone fans to go back and forth about. I got a fun one. You know, we try to get them in from all the people that drop them in the comments. I know sometimes you guys drop them, we don't get to them. We got a big list, and this week we hit the list, and my man Kenny Trio, shout out to Trio 301. Y'all know that Trio's got some videos up there. He's on our page. He's got a song with Fiend on our page from No Limit. So he dropped the question, guys, and this is what he wants us to go against. And I wouldn't even have thought to do this, and I'm glad that he brought it up. So tonight, I need you guys to choose between Crazy Bone, When I Die, featuring Fat Joe, Big Pun, and Cuban Link, or Fat Joe Good Times with Crazy and Lazy. Johnny, what do you got?
Well, first off, it's easy to answer that one for me because When I Die is what I call the Crazy Bone Leatherface style, and I'm not a fan of the Leatherface. I prefer no Leatherface. So I'm going with Good Times with Fat Joe because that's a fun, happy... That's the fun, happy, Crazy Bone style that I want, the fun, happy kind of beat. It's got everything Johnny Boy wants from the cray cray. I actually cut out, and both of these are edited. I've never heard the full song for When I Die, and I've never heard the full song for Good Times. My CD, actually, I just had the Crazy Bone verse from Good Times, and when I made my one disc Thug Mentality Super Duper collection, When I Die, or whatever the song is with Fat Joe and Big Pun and Cuban Link, it's not even on it. It's not even on my mix. And I just tried listening to it today, and I can't get through it. It's not for me. But Good Times, I made a little highlight film to that, so I'm going with the Good Times. No Leatherface for Johnny Boy.
But you cut out all the Terror Squad guys. Big Pun. Well, in Good Times, just Fat Joe. But even on When I Die, you cut out the Terror Squad. That wasn't your your cut?
I even Crazy Bones cut out. that song was cut altogether from the Johnny version of Thug Mentality 99. I mean, I had to narrow it down 2 discs down to one action-packed 79:58 second CDR.
Wow.
So that song was just like not there at all.
You just had the Thug Mentality 9, no 99.
Right. Yeah. So that's right. Mine. Good Times by a country mile, not even a country mile, by an astronomical unit to the sun.
Johnny with the Good Times, and Matthew Weaver, the guest host with the most. Good Times, Fat Joe, the Bone Boys, Crazy Bone, When I Die with the Terror Squad. What you got?
Man, you know me. I like to be able to argue for both because I just like to talk about Bone all day. But this one was too easy. It's Good Times every day. It was, when it came out, it was like when a single hits you and you're like, oh, I'm going to be listening to this when I'm an old man. And so there's just this one particular question. It's just no doubt. I still listen to it sometimes. There's something about Crazy's chorus that's just has the hit single kind of attitude and makes you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? And I think that When I Die just might not get as much credit as it deserves. Look at me now, I'm arguing for both. But Thug Mentality was so long, like, we had to have the lippy cut, right? But and I remember how hard Big Pun went and how impressed I was and how much I enjoyed it. But Thug Mentality was just so long, and there was so much to listen to that, like, in one sitting, you might not even get to the whole album. So I don't want to discredit it too much, but it just does not have the hit single power that Good Times.
What about you, Cecil? What about you there, mister?
Matt with good times, John with good times. You guys know the way I play the game, so let me just I'll just identify with you with good times and what a good song that was. How much I really enjoyed Crazy Bone on it. It says Lazy Bones on there too, by the way, and I know he does the intro, and I guess he's on the hook, but I don't really hear him on that hook. But I'm pretty sure is Crazy Bone. Does anybody even do a verse on that?
Remember in my good times, Lazy Bone. Like I said, who knows, man? I know
No,
Crazy Bone does.
Lazy doesn't do a verse. Crazy, I'm pretty sure it does a verse, and Lazy's like just playing around on the hook or whatever. It's a good song. You know what I'm saying? It's a good song, but first of all, John, you cut out 50% of the song, so it's like your opinion is just on a Crazy Bone song. That's it. So we're not comparing the fact that TS is in there. Now me, Cecil West, I'm gonna take the 360 degrees here and factor in the fact that the Terror Squad situation. And when I factor in the Terror Squad situation, we got to look at A, we only got Fat Joe on Good Times. B, they lied to us about Lazy Bone being on there, like we got Bone Thugs and Harmony when we don't. We got Lazy Bone talking for a second and doing a little bit of harmony. Now, on the other side, you got When I Die. And John called it the Leatherface. He called it the Leatherface style. You can call it whatever style you want. I call it Crazy Bone, absolutely delivering nothing but the motherfucking heat, the scorching red fire burn heat. And he's backed up with the TS, with Fat Joe, with Cuban Link. Oh, and his Big Pun. Is Big Pun the biggest gun in there? Is Big Pun the super lyrical killer in there? Is Big Pun dead in the little middle? Is Big Pun in there? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. It's Terror Squad and Crazy Bone. They absolutely shut this motherfucker down. Matt was saying what a big album Thug Mentality 99 is. I got to agree with that many tracks on an album. It's easy to get shuffled around in that deck and get lost. But when you think about this Thug Mentality album, you think about the star-studded cast, you think about how many features he has, and then you think about the fact that Fat Joe, who's meant so much to Bone Thugs and Harmony, comes through with the TS, with Big Pun, R.I.P. Big Pun. When we talk about Tupac, when we talk about Easy, we talk about Biggie, you absolutely cannot leave Big Pun off the fucking list. And here we are with the Big Pun feature. We're talking about another legend. We wouldn't put something over Thug Love. We wouldn't put something over Notorious Thugs. And I'll be goddamned if I'm putting Good Times over Big Pun. Big Pun, Crazy Bone, shut it down. When I Die, my answer is by a motherfucking mile. When I Die.
Yeah. R.I.P. Big Pun. I've always been a heavy D Buffy. R.I.P. Buffy, Fat Boys all day. But that Leatherface style, maybe in a future question of the day, we'll explore all the different Crazy Bone styles and figure out what our favorite one is. But that's for another time.
Well, that's for another time. But right now, the time is this. The time is now, and the time is for you guys to drop in the comments what you prefer. Is it When I Die? Is it Good Times? Matt and Johnny both went with Good Times. I went with When I Die. It's now your time. Hit the comments. Question of the day. Don't forget, share this with another Bone fan. Like and subscribe. On behalf of Beyond the Harmony, we will catch you on the next one. Beyond the Harmony.